So I know it's kind of late because it's already the 5th of August, but this will be the August horoscope for all rising signs. Okay, I think I mentioned this before. It is very important that when you check your horoscope, your annual horoscope, your monthly horoscope, you check your rising sign predictions as well, because in general horoscopes are done based on your rising sign, on the rising signs actually. Of course, in the annual horoscopes, for example, more important aspects like, for example, what does it mean when there's Saturn in Pisces for example, for Gemini people, because that's something that's going to make them feel less energized. So, of course, in the annual horoscopes, those things are mentioned as well. So the sun sign is considered as well. But yes, the rising sign is really important. If you don't know your rising sign, you can Google natal chart, free natal chart on Google. You can put that in, and you'll see. It is very important that you know the time of your birth to get your rising sign. And that's looking at your rising sign, it's how you can see in which areas of your life you can expect changes. Okay, so like I said, it's the 5th of August already, but there are still some important aspects that we have to go through. And so I thought, let's just talk about it. Okay, I've already added the horoscopes on my Instagram profile, but those are in Romanian, so I thought let's put them on YouTube as well in English. I'll take a look at them as well, and I'm gonna try to translate them as we go, so bear with me. Okay, I'm gonna try to take it slow because I'm not very comfortable with the live sessions here. And so anyway, let's see what we have. We had this full moon in Aquarius on the 1st of August, and that's already in the past now, but let me know if you felt this struggle. There was this struggle inside of us when it came to us wanting to be part of the group, feeling the need to get the validation from other people, feeling the need to belong to a group, and also needing their validation because we're part of society. So there's that on one side, there was that on one side, and then on the other side, it was this desire for us to shine on our own and all that. The full moon in Aquarius also meant us needing a lot of freedom because it's Aquarius. And for a lot of us, generally speaking, there could have been some friendships that ended, or maybe some projects that are completed now. So that's kind of what the full moon in Aquarius did, for us. Anyway, basically made us more receptive when it came to other people's emotions and all of that. It was good. It's in the past now, so we're over it. What we still have now, we can see that there are still a lot of planets in Leo. We have Venus retrograde in Leo. We have the Sun in Leo. Anyway, with a lot of planets in Leo, of course, it's August for a lot of people. This is the time for, vacations and all of that. So we're in a mood to go on different trips, to fall in love, party, and all of that. So there's this energy around, right? However, the North Node that is currently in Aries, it's squaring Pluto that's currently in Capricorn. It's back in Capricorn until the end of the year. And so basically what this does to us, we want to do a lot of stuff. But the problem is we want to initiate stuff, we have a lot of projects on our mind. But the problem is there's this conflict between us and what we want to do and other authority figures. And so, those could be bosses at work, those could be people in the family that have control and authority. So you might be struggling a little bit there with them letting us take the wheel, basically. So there's that. And sorry, but my hands are shaking here. Anyway, so the thing is, right now, what we have to do is to basically keep our emotions under control. Don't get too lazy. We have to stay focused on work, even though it's summer and we're in the mood for having fun. And also with Venus in Leo, just be careful and just don't let other people, as in exes, mess up with your head. Because with Venus, especially Venus being retrograde, then we'll also have Mercury in retrograde starting with the 23rd of August. There's this whole vibe of the past coming back to life, just to test us another time. So just be careful about that. Yeah, so yes, you might have an ex coming back. You have to be careful also about how much money you spend. You are allowed to enjoy life a little bit. Go on a shopping spree. You could get something really nice to eat and stuff like that. Just don't overdo it, okay? That's basically the whole idea. And just make sure you don't spend money just to impress other people, because we do that a lot of time. Let's be real here. We do spend a lot of money just so other people can see that we're good. Try not to do that. Focus on gaining money and not spending it, okay, with this Venus retrograde. Then on the 9th of August, we have to be careful about our thoughts and what we say, because Mercury and Jupiter can bring us some financial gain, but we have to be careful with what we say, okay? And then around the 13th of August, Venus retrograde is going to be on good terms with the sun. It will conjunct the sun in Leo, meaning their powers will how do you say that in English? Will be together there, and so like I said, even if I was telling you earlier that we have to stay focused on work and all of that, and just make sure we don't get lost with summer loves or another summer love. It is a good moment in love in general, so around the 13th of August. What else do we have here? So yeah, it's basically you having some good time during evening, maybe have some sex, or if it's not that, with an ex coming back and all of that, it could be you just having some really intense revelations, as you understanding why a particular person from your past left. You'll realize that it had nothing to do with you. It usually has nothing to do with us, but each of us has their own story and lessons. But anyway, so it's kind of like we'll realize there was nothing bad with us. It wasn't that we weren't attractive enough, we weren't smart enough. It's just that our time with that person just ended. It was, the relationship was completed, and that's why they left, and you're just gonna make peace with the past, basically. Around the 16th of August, I'm not sure why I tend to say May, because I'm living in the past, Anyway, so around the 16th of August, it's again a good moment when it comes to money, okay? However, the condition is, that we actually focus on helping others for real, and not just, to impress people, to seem, hey, listen how helpful that person is, and how good of a person they are. We really have to focus on helping them, and not just for our egos, okay? On the 23rd of August, the sun will enter Virgo. So happy birthday to all my Virgos out there in advance. I'm going to be the first one telling you happy birthday, probably. The virgins, And then Mercury will be retrograde, okay? And so after this period of a little, it was a bit selfish. The last month might have been a little bit selfish. There might have been a lot of passion. Not sure if we actually enjoyed that passion or we repressed it, but there was a lot of passion with a lot of planets in Leo. We didn't stay too much. We maybe didn't want to think too much about our actions. We just basically jump right to whatever we wanted to do. Now with Mercury being retrograde with the Sun in Virgo, it's gonna be a really good time for us to rethink some of our actions. Rediscuss some terms we set with someone. So it's basically, so that's a good thing with Mercury retrograde, is that it's basically giving you a second chance to read the fine print, if you will. So it's not going to be bad. It's good. Then on the 27th, Mars enters Libra. This is going to make us all a bit more diplomatic, if that's the word. More cooperative. How do you say that? More willing to work with others. You get the point. So long story short, those are the main aspects this month in August. I think it's a nice month, even though we have, the Mercury retrograde and all of that, it's not that bad. However, we have to stay focused, on what we need to do, what we want to do. Now, starting with the rising sign. If you have Aries as your rising sign, okay, you are one of those people that can really see your past coming back to life, let's say. Okay, so an ex might come back, and that's to test you, okay, to see if you've changed, if you've learned your lesson. If it's not gonna happen, if there's no ex coming back into your life and all of that, just make sure you don't overspend trying to forget that ex. You know what I mean? You seem to be in the mood for work, okay? However, you have to be careful about not getting into an argument with one of the bosses in your workplace, or anyhow with someone with power, okay? Let's say you have something to solve and you have some paperwork and you have to go to a public institution, talk to some people. Just make sure you don't get into an argument with someone there, because it's just going to cause more delays. So basically, if everything goes well and you don't fight anyone, you can expect some success when it comes to work or money around the 9th or 16th of August. Okay? Other than that, it's going to be a lot of work. And I think that at the end of the month, maybe you'll just remember that you also have to get married this life. And maybe you'll start looking for someone so you can actually get into a relationship. That's also a very important aspect of our lives. What's happening with me? Anyway, if you're already in a committed relationship, or if you're married, maybe you'll remember at the end of the month that your partner exists somewhere there, and you'll think about let's go somewhere together. You'll plan for something, just to make sure you also give them your attention. Okay. For my people out there with Taurus as rising sign, again, with all these planets in Leo, you might be thinking that, listen, I'm not where I want to be yet. Like I still don't have the status that I want, let's say. And there's still a lot of work to be done for me to get where I want to be, Or on the contrary, for some of you might be thinking that maybe you've spent too much time working, focusing on work, and not enough focusing on your family. Okay. And so if that's the case, maybe you'll now focus more on love, trying to find someone, or, if you already have someone, maybe you'll make plans to have a baby, another baby, if you already have some kids. So that's kind of the energy. Around the 9th of August, 16th of August, you're gonna, how do you say that? You'll be very charming when it comes to love. However, warning here, try not to overdo it, as in just try not to brag too much. It's really good to, present yourself in the best way possible. Just make sure you don't overdo it, because, people might take it as being very arrogant, Then on the 16th, you have to be careful, because there can be some conflicts with the people in your family. After the 23rd of August, when the sun enters Virgo and Mercury goes retrograde, there will be big chances for you to, basically have sex, have sex, or maybe you'll just, take a vacation. You'll go into a vacation. You're gonna have a good time. So that's kind of the vibe. Also, for you too, there are big chances that an ex comes back into your life. Careful about that. After the 27th of August, you will basically focus again on work. After you think about love for a little while there, you're gonna go back to work. Gemini rising, for you guys, it's gonna be all about some short trips that you have to take, some taking care of some paperwork. It's all about communication this month. There's gonna be a lot of communication actually for you this month, but you like that, right? You guys like that. You guys like talking. But it's a good thing, because you might actually finally, clarify some things, some projects, some problems that you might have experienced with other people. Anyway, so you'll clarify that around the 9th and 16th of August. You might even clarify some really annoying things, some really family trauma, Maybe there were some topics in your family that were never discussed. I know all of you probably, acted like they never happened and stuff like that, but low-key was destroying you, in your subconscious. There was some stuff there that you couldn't let go of. So the point is, you might actually, now you have a chance to solve all that. So that's nice. That's good for your health. Around the 13th of August, there could be some errors in communication, that will become a bit more visible. So you could clarify some problems that you might have had. Again, maybe you said something the other person didn't understand correctly. So now you're clarifying the whole thing. And still, it is recommended that you are very careful about what you say. Okay, just make sure that whatever you want to say there, it's clear, for everyone involved. Around the 23rd of August, again, it's about family, your past, or your house. Actually, one of these. Some of you might discuss with your family. Others of you, maybe, you'll just get over the past, just make peace with the past. And for others of you, it might be just you changing some pipes in the house or something like that, okay? After the 27th of August, you'll be in the mood again for some loving, or maybe you'll be in the mood just to spend more time with your kids if you already have kids. Or maybe just, making babies. For some of you, you'll be in the mood for that, for some loving, as I said. Okay? Let's move further. For Cancer rising, for you guys as well, it's going to be a pretty busy month. Basically, you're pre-focused on money this month, actually. You're going to make some money. You're going to spend some money. There are some costs that involve your family somehow. You're either spending some money for them, helping them, buying them something nice. Or maybe you just spend some money with them. You go on a vacation or something together, so you're spending money. Okay. However, you have to be careful. Just don't overspend, and also don't spend money to impress other people. Don't spend money to impress friends, because there's basically nothing. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. Okay. When it comes to your career, you're basically really focused from what I'm seeing here, even if it's summer. The problem is there are some business partners that kind of seem pretty shady. Okay, I'm not saying now that everyone you work with is shady, but there might be a few of them that don't have the best intentions, let's say. However, you also have other supporters, okay? So not everyone sucks. There are other people around you that support you and might actually help you solve some problems that you might have had with some papers, some documents, maybe a sale for some of you. So that's gonna probably happen around the 9th of August. So that's where you're gonna have the support of some people around you, like I said, to get over something, to solve something. Then around the 13th of August, best case scenario, you get some money. Worst case scenario, you will just be looking at how much money you spend, just to try to see what are you spending the money on, and you'll think about a way to save some money. You're gonna be more careful with money. Around the 16th of August, there could be some bad discussions, annoying discussions with some friends because of money. Maybe someone owes the other person some money and they're not giving them back. This could be you. This could be them. Just just remember that there could be some annoying discussions because of money. After the 23rd of August, when Mercury goes retrograde, you have to be careful how you drive when driving. Okay, have to be careful how you talk. You have to think about what you want to say twice before actually saying it, just to make sure sorry it's not gonna go bad. Okay, you're also gonna have to be careful about documentation. Just make sure everything is correct, especially around the 26th, when the sun will be opposing Saturn. Okay, so you're gonna have to be careful what you sign. Just make sure everything is as correct as possible. Just check it twice if you have to. If you have to sign a contract or anything, check it twice, okay, before signing. And just don't do anything illegal. Try not to do anything illegal in general, but especially not right now after the 23rd, because it doesn't look really, really good. Nothing illegal, nothing shady. Okay. Then after the 20 straight up tarot, thank you. After the 27th of August, Mars enters Libra, and so basically you're gonna just take care of the house, of your family. Maybe you're gonna buy a house. Maybe you're gonna buy something for the house. Maybe a new sofa in the living room, stuff like that. Others of you just gonna cook a meal for your family. That's kind of the vibe. Then Leo rising. For you guys, it's almost like you want to expand your horizon. That's how you call it in English. And you want to focus on the relationship that you might have with foreign people, if you work with foreign people. But it's almost like the colleagues that are next to you in your own country, they're with you in the same office, are somehow jealous, and they're gonna put some obstacles in your way. So careful about that. For others of you this month, you're gonna be in the mood to go on vacations. That's the vibe for the whole month anyway, with so many planets in Leo. But yeah, you guys, Leo rising, right? You'll be in the mood to go out, to just enjoy life. However, the problem is it might not be a good time at work. There might be a lot of things to be done in your workplace. And so it's really not that easy for you to go on a vacation right now. Okay, find someone to replace you and take care of the business. Could be some problems there, or you might be concerned about what's going to happen at work if you leave, stuff like that. Then, despite all the obstacles, a lot of you will actually succeed in showing people how things should be done. Okay. And around the 9th of August, you might expect some success in your career or when it comes to money. So it's you'll either make a good impression in your collaborations with people, um, or you'll just you'll make sure that they'll see how good you are. Okay, or for some of you, maybe you'll even buy something that's really really cool, and somehow your status, your social status increases. Like, I don't know, maybe you're gonna buy a Porsche, I don't know, some really fancy car or something. Anyway, you're gonna glow this month. Okay, so for my Leo rising, you're glowing this month. Everyone's looking at you, especially around the 13th of August. All eyes on you, baby. Okay. The spotlight is on you. You're gonna make a good impression. You're gonna say what you have to say. People will listen. It's nice. Okay. Then you have to be careful about work and people that you work with. They're kind of nasty and can try to, like I said earlier as well, put some obstacles in your way, or destroy your reputation, let's say, around the 16th of August. Careful there at the mid-month. And then you might also get into an argument with people with authority when it comes to work. So again, just make sure you don't fight with your boss, with people with power there, because their ego might get hurt, and that can cause issues. And like I said, you're shining this month. Everyone's looking at you, and people that maybe in theory have more power than you might become jealous. Who's this Leo rising that's stealing my the spotlight here? So just careful about arguments with these people. What else? The thing is, let me go back. So the thing is, even though this thank you, Capricorn. So even though these people might be arguing with you, they're jealous of you and all that, they still need you. Okay, so it's not, you don't have to panic about it, but just make sure you don't let it get to your head either. Then after the 23rd of August, you have to be careful how much money you're spending, because Mercury goes retrograde. It is not a good time for investments. It's not the best time to, basically make plans based on money that you don't have yet, or money that other people promised to you that are still not in your account or in your pocket. Okay, so just make sure you don't take risks when it comes to money, because there might be some issues. So just play it safe. After the 27th, there could be some short trips. How do you say that? Running errands, I guess, right? Some of you might actually start going to a class for, let's say you're interested in painting, and so you're gonna go take a class about that, or you're interested in astrology, you're gonna start studying that. So it's a good time for that at the end of the month. Others of you, you're just gonna solve something that involves documents, authorizations, and stuff like that. You might solve it after the 27th of August. Others of you, if you're trying to sell something, maybe your car, your house, I don't know, something, you might actually sell whatever you're trying to sell. Or others of you might just be spending some quality time with your brothers, your sisters, if you have brothers or sisters. So that was for Leo rising. For my Virgo risings, so the thing is with Virgo rising this month in August is that your dreams could be really intense and really important also. Okay, so you're receiving a lot of insights from the boss there in the sky, from God. So you have to be really careful about your dreams. Pay attention to them, because those are actually very important messages. Okay. Then what else for Virgo rising? There could be an inner conflict between what you believe in and your addictions, right? Um, as in, it's not good to be with someone else's lover. However, you would still see them low key. Or maybe it's not morally correct, but you would still make an OnlyFans account or something. No, it's just a joke. It's totally fine if you have an OnlyFans account, but you get the point. You get the message here. Anyway, so long story short, what else? You might even go on a vacation or something. Again, it's August. That's kind of normal. So you might even go on a vacation or something. You have to be careful about ego, your own ego. Okay, maybe you're not being egoistical. Maybe it just looks like that. It's gonna look like that to some people. To your partner in particular, if you're with someone right now. Okay, there can be some issues when it comes to love, because basically you've started to think about your needs as well, not just your partner's needs. And it's like your partner is like, I don't like that. I like it better when I was the main topic here and all my needs were met and you were sacrificing yours for mine. Kind of like that. So there's some issues there, some power struggle with your partner. But again, it's not that bad. You have to be careful, don't overdo it. But on the other hand, at least you're telling them what you need as well. You're thinking about you too. That's important. You have to be very careful about destructive thoughts around the 16th of August. Just don't get lost into your own thoughts. After the 23rd of August, basically you will be getting more attention from the people around you with the sun entering Virgo. So, however, with Mercury going retrograde on the 23rd, there could be, again, some annoying discussions with your partner, with your love partner. You might feel the need, with Mercury going retrograde in Virgo, you might feel the need to escape for a little bit, just be on your own for a while, just to recharge, to meditate. You have to be very careful about your image, about what you show to other people. Because the thing is, with getting attention from multiple people, you will be getting a lot of attention from multiple people at the end of August. The thing with all this attention coming your way, it's really debatable, because on one hand, it's nice and all, but on the other hand, everyone watching you constantly, it's like Hollywood star drama. It's not really a good thing for them to see everything that you're doing. So you have to be careful with that. So that's for Virgo rising. For my Libra rising people out there, you have to be careful about secret combinations this month. It doesn't matter if those are secret love affairs or, secret agreements being done in your workplace. Just be careful about that. Those are not recommended at all right now. When it comes to love in relationships, you have to learn to ask for what you need. Okay. You have to think about your needs as well, not just the needs of your partner. You have to get better at that. You're gonna have to find a balance between your needs and other people's needs. I thought it stopped. And their needs, your partner's needs. Okay. The problem when you're trying to do that is that there are some family patterns that are kind of preventing you from actually doing that, finding this balance. As in, for example, if your mother stayed in a toxic relationship with your father and, just went through a lot, you might tend to do the same. Okay, you'll find a familiar, a partner that you can recreate that, what you saw in your family. So you have to be careful there. It seems that you actually have the opportunity to solve something. If you go deep enough in your subconscious, so do that. Take some time for yourself, just think about it. And then around the 9th of August, you might actually have very important revelations, if you will. Careful about that, okay? Other than that, you might have some really important people with power that support you during this time, like protectors, if you will. This could be people that you work with, or people that you meet when you go take care of some issues with some documents. Someone there that has a lot of power, a lot of authority, likes you, and it's gonna help you, okay? So again, this could be people that you work with. This could be friends of yours that are important in society. They have an important job or career, or this could be just people that will support you emotionally. They don't have to do something for you, as in help you with money, or help you solve some issues, some legal issues. This could be just people helping you emotionally, because that's really important as well. It's good anyway. It's a good thing. It's a good energy. Then around the 13th of August, there could be some enjoyable moments spent with your friends, or some really good collaborations with different organizations, or this could be a wish coming true. Okay, so that's nice. That's really cute. Then after the 23rd, it's gonna be a lot of noise in your head. Okay, you might dream a lot. You might have a lot of thoughts, like too many thoughts. Okay, so you have to be careful about that. The problem is, there's this risk of getting lost into your own head and not focusing as much as you need to focus on your work. So again, you have to be careful, keep your thoughts under control. And also you're gonna have to be more careful than usual when it comes to addictions. Just don't drink too much, don't smoke too much, and of course don't drink at work, because your boss might catch you. Okay, after the 27th of August, Mars enters Libra, and you're gonna start to feel more energized. Okay, it wasn't easy. It's not going to be easy this month either, but at the end of the month, you're going to start to feel better. Scorpio rising. For you guys, you seem really focused on your career right now. Okay, it's like you want power, you want your status. It's important right now, your social status, stuff like that. And that's okay. That's normal. I'm not criticizing that, okay? And even if there might be some small communication issues, it seems that in the end, whatever you're trying to achieve when it comes to your career, you're gonna actually achieve it. Okay, whatever you're trying to do there. You might have some good discussions happening in the end with different people, different partners, business partners, especially around the 9th of August. Then in general right now, it's kind of like love is bothering you a little bit, as in maybe you're into a relationship, maybe you're married and your wife or your husband's gonna want more attention from you, and you're not in the mood for that right now because you're focusing on trying to build your career. So there could be that, or others of you might have to solve some legal issues before you can succeed in achieving your goals. You have to make sure that all the paperwork is fine, all documents are okay, correct, the information on them is correct, everything is legal. Just make sure you're not gonna try to you're not hurrying in achieving your goals. Okay, just do it the right way, even if it takes longer. Around the 13th of August, there is success in your career. You're going to make a good impression. It's going to be a good thing there. Some good moments. After the 23rd of August, you have to take a closer look at your friends. okay, and test them. I know how it sounds, but test them a little bit before totally trusting them. Because the thing is, some of your friends support you, have your back. All others will just try their best to harm you. You know, some friends are secretly jealous, so they can be jealous. So careful about that. You know, some of your friends, maybe they invest in your ideas. Let's just say you are trying to start your own business. Some of your friends will support you, will invest in your ideas, will buy products from you. Others, they'll tell you that, you know, you're not making sense, or they're gonna laugh behind your back. So you have to be careful about that. Okay. Some of your friends might let you know, having your best interest at heart, that your partner is cheating on you. Other friends might tell your partner that you're cheating on them. So you know how it goes. Just test your friends. Make sure that you really know someone until you fully trust them. Okay. Um, especially after the 27th of August, you know, Mars enters Libra. Your intuition's gonna go sharper, better, okay? And you will actually have the strength to mop the floor with the people that are doing you wrong, basically, okay? So that's kind of it for you guys. Then Sagittarius rising, you seem to be in the mood for having fun, but it's like you would go somewhere, you want to go to a club, you want to go on a vacation or stuff like that, but it's kind of like you're getting older and you're like, I wouldn't spend that money. I could do so much more with that money, just waste instead of just wasting them in a bar. So that's kind of the energy, that's kind of the vibe. For others of you, maybe you would actually, you're thinking about having another kid, but then you're thinking about, oh my god, I'm gonna have to send them to school again. That requires a lot of money. The education for a child means a lot of money that I would have to invest. So I'm not sure if I want to do that yet. So that's the vibe. Other than that, when it comes to work, you seem to be really focused, okay? Even though right now you might struggle a bit with foreign people if you work with foreign people, or you might be struggling a little bit because you don't have the necessary degree yet for the promotion that you want. Or there might be some legal issues that again might keep you from getting what you want, getting where you want to be. The thing is, there are some people that have some authority that might help you. You know, maybe they'll just talk to someone to make room for you, um, stuff like that. Okay. So it's like people in your workplace. Let's say you want a particular job, but you're not fully qualified for it. There's a boss there that really likes you, appreciates your work, and is willing to talk to someone also important in the company to try to help you get the job. You know, they're gonna give you a good feedback or something, so something like that. It's a good thing anyway. After the 23rd of August, you're gonna have to, put your own ambitions for world domination on a pause there for a sec, because you might have to review your plans again. For some of you, even though it's really good, things are looking well for you, um, professionally speaking, you might not be able to focus 100% on your career right now because there's something in your family or in your house that needs to be solved. And that could be someone in your family having some issues, could be some health issues as well, and you have to help them. If that's the case, well, at least that might help you get closer to your family, or get close to your family again. For others of you, you might be moving to a new house, and maybe you're not 100% liking this new place, because it's not as fancy as you wanted your house to be. Something like that. Anyway, after the 27th of August, you might spend some good time with your friends, and that might help you, just relax a little bit after all this tension and, all this work. That's gonna do you good. Capricorn rising, there could be some discussions in your house, in your family, with other members of your family, because it's kind of like it's time for you to shine. It's time for you to decide what and when and all of that. But other family members don't accept that, that it's your time to decide stuff. Um, Other than that, it's August. It's time for vacations. Some of you might go to Greece for a holiday, to Turkey, whatever, something like a foreign country. Especially around the 9th of August, so a few days from now. Who knows? Maybe it's gonna be done quickly, as spontaneous. Anyway, around the 13th of August, you might receive a gift, some money, or you might have sex. It's good anyway, right? So or maybe you're gonna have sex and you're gonna get some money. Who knows? Maybe that's the case. Anyway, it's a good thing. On the 16th, around the 16th of August, just make sure you don't lose other people money. Anyway, so it's basically just don't invest don't invest money that you don't own. Okay, you have to be careful about that, because there's this risk of losing some money, or you might get hurt when you go. I don't like the bad news, but just have to be careful about that. If you go on a vacation, go swimming with sharks or whatever rich people do, just make sure you don't get hurt, or your kids are fine. They're where they are, and just make sure that they're not gonna have a small accident or something. Anyway, around the 23rd of August, you might come back from your vacation. Okay, if you're gonna go on a vacation. And if that's the case, you have to be careful about delays, plane delays, right? Or issues with your car, because Mercury is going to be retrograde. So there are issues with transportation when Mercury goes retrograde. After the 27th of August, you're going to be focusing on work again, basically. So for the ones of you that are rich enough to go on a vacation right now, I'm joking. You might come back after the 27th and start working again. Basically, that's what you can expect. Then Aquarius rising, you guys, you have to learn not to bite your tongue, okay, and just say what you're thinking, what you have to say right now. But it's kind of like there are some fears from your subconscious that are still keeping you from doing that. It's kind of like you said what you were thinking when you were a kid, but other people made fun of you, and that's why right now it's hard for you to express your opinions. You have to go deep, analyze, see what happened in the past, what's keeping you for saying what you need to say. Okay, what are those fears? Maybe you're afraid that if you're gonna say you say what you really think, you're gonna lose your family, you're gonna lose your husband, you're gonna lose your partner. You have to say it, whatever it is on your mind. Okay, your opinion matters, your need matters. So remember that, and just say it, whatever it is. If people are meant to go and not be in your life anymore, they're gonna go anyway. So just do that. Make sure you say what you need to say. Speaking about and it's someone who might help you to express yourself better, could actually be your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your wife, your husband. Maybe gonna help you. Speaking about a boyfriend or a girlfriend, if you're married or if the relationship between the two of you is a serious one, there could be some arguments between the rest of the family and your partner. As in, maybe your mother is gonna get into an argument with her daughter-in-law. I think that's how you call it. Or the other way around, your father is gonna have an argument with your husband. Stuff like that. So there are some possible arguments, but maybe that's the occasion. That's how you gonna say, okay, this is it, and you're gonna just say what you think. Okay, so maybe that's gonna help you. It's gonna be a little bit forced, but maybe that's gonna help you stand for what you believe in, basically. Others of you, maybe you're gonna feel like, hey, I want to move to I want to buy this house, I want to move to a different neighborhood, or stuff like that, and you're looking at a house and your partner is just like, I don't like the tiles or something like that, and then you argue with them because they're just different perspectives there. Anyway, around the 9th of August, so a few days from now, there could be some good discussions regarding an inheritance. If that's the case, if you have something to inherit from someone, or if it's not that, maybe it's just someone from your family helping you with some money. Around the 13th of August, there could be some really nice, good moments in your marriage if you're married, or you might have some really good accomplishments with your business partners, or if you have some legal issues that you're trying to take care of right now, there could be some success regarding that. Maybe you'll get a good decision from the judge or whatever, something like that. Around the 13th of no, sorry, after the 23rd of August, um, your sex drive might drop a little bit. Could be some problems in bed, in your sexual affairs. Uh, if you have sex, just make sure you use protection. I'm just saying. And even though I was telling you earlier that there could be someone helping you with money, in general, you have to try to, make plans with your money, with your own money, not thinking about money that other people promised you. Just make sure you don't do that if you don't see that money in your account or in your pocket. Okay. After the 27th of August, you're either going to go somewhere on a vacation, or maybe not a vacation, but you have to go on a long distance trip to take care of business. So it's either that you going somewhere, or you, I don't know, going to get another degree. Maybe you're gonna start studying again. Or others of you, maybe you'll just go join a cult or whatever. Pisces rising, possible small problems with money caused by friends or the lack of friends in your life. So it's like, for some of you, there are some fake friends around you that are not there to help you, are there to actually keep you from reaching your goals. Maybe they're just jealous. Okay, maybe they'll try to talk you down, to tell you that whatever you're planning, whatever you're hoping for, it's not gonna work, it's not a good idea. So some can do that just to make sure that you don't try it and you don't end up being more successful than them, because people do that. um for others of you, maybe you don't have friends anymore and not so many friends anymore, so basically there's no one there to encourage you to go after, chase your dreams, and that's also something really important, because it's really good for you. You need supporters in your life. We are part of society. People around us are mirrors, right? We need support from other people. We need people that will tell us that everything's going to be good. Okay. So anyway, the thing is, it is possible that you're going to find some good collaborators in the end, some good partners. Maybe you're going to sign a good contract. And even though even if you're not going to be um, super rich right away, maybe these are just some really good discussions. Okay, and you're gonna get there someday, gonna make a lot of money someday, but now at least you're having the discussions, you're setting things up. And that's gonna happen especially around the 9th of August. Okay, you have to make sure that you're as diplomatic as you can be and as oriented towards others as you can be. Okay, because that's how you're gonna get what you want. And if I didn't tell you this before, those of you with Pisces as rising sign, you might actually change your car in the next months with Jupiter in Taurus. Some of you maybe will get a plane. I don't know. Depends how successful you really are. Then around the 13th of August, some success, some accomplishments with people that you work with. For some of you, for others of you, if you were struggling with some medical issues, there could be some tests that were done before. You're gonna get the results and you'll see some improvement in your health. So it's a nice thing, it's a nice energy. Others of you will just go to a spa, you're gonna have a good time, you're gonna look better at the end on the inside and the outside as well, okay? Then after the 23rd, the sun will be in Virgo, and then Mercury goes retrograde on the 23rd. There could be some really nice moments in your marriage or in your relationship or your business partners, okay? But you have to be really careful about communication, about how you talk, about what you say, okay? In terms of your marriage or in terms of your long relationship, if you have that, there could be some old topics that will be rediscussed, okay? So maybe in the past you and your partner didn't talk about something that really bothered you or did really bothered them, and now that comes back to surface and you have to talk about it because you have to solve whatever that was, just have to clarify whatever that was. After the 27th of August, Mars enters Libra. You're gonna have sex or get some money from someone. Someone's gonna invest in your ideas, your plans, or you're gonna have sex and then get some money. It's also a case for some. So these are, let's say, the predictions for August. Long story short, I think this is a really nice month. We have some really important aspects happening. With so many planets in Leo, it's all about us moving forward. There's a lot of action. So let's just enjoy it, stay focused on what we're trying to achieve, and the universe will support us. This is what I had for you guys. Hope it's useful. Let me know how this month goes for you, and I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye.